Hey guys, Dark Humility here with yet another closed beta season 11 prosperity test. A test, a showcase, a mini guide, and demo, stats, skills, mercenary gear, and a short demo of the Holy Freeze Sacrifice Paladin. Now you might be asking, why are we doing this one again when we just did it last season? That's because this season, the prominent approach is definitely native Holy Freeze, which is using it on yourself instead of items. And that has to do with the change that requires you to put more skill points into Sacrifice to sustain your maximum radius on Sacrifice. So they created a scaling radius up to level 30 now. It's actually scuffed on this build a little bit, so it's level 31. But I think you guys kind of get the idea. With that many skill points you have to invest, you actually can't max out everything else effectively and still make it quite as good. And obviously, the other thing is Alma Negra is just better than Shattered Wall because of the Joust cooldown. You could also use the new shield, Sky Warden. But then there's also this Azarath thing, which is really, really strong too, with all that cold damage and some conversion of magic damage, which actually helps Sacrifice as well. So this setup is just super, super good, and we retested it this season, and it's looking insanely strong. So we're gonna show that off on the Paladin here, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Remember, the new season starts the 16th, 10 a.m. PT. And then, of course, you'll also have my tier list being launched between the 13th or 14th after the end of open beta and the release of the final patch notes. Anyway, let's get into the brass tacks. So you want enough strength to wear your gear. I think this ended up being overkill. I don't know how my stats got messed up, but you just want enough to wear all your gear. If you need foul runes in the back shield with the lidless and CTA, you can. That could help out a little bit. You also need enough dex to get max block, and AR is important, but you do have conviction on the mercenary, so it's not too bad. I think this is also a little scuffed, so we might have a little bit too much dex and strength, but listen to what I'm saying, not what it looks like. Maximum vitality, and then res could definitely be a lot better. Corruptions, disclaimer, you cannot corrupt during the beta, so we're missing a lot of like top tier sustained corruptions. We were able to corrupt like literally like a couple hours, starting a couple hours ago, but that's not enough time to bang out all these awesome videos after the last patch just came out there, confirming the strength of them and whatnot. So we're gonna do these damage tests instead, and you guys are just gonna have to infer how they can survive, and that's just how it's gotta be, I guess. You guys will figure it out. Life per kill, mana per kill will be very nice, for instance, on this build. But PDR, though, is very good. Elemental Pierce, very good. FHR is good for the most part, but you do have max blocks, so you won't have to use it much. You do need maximum attack speed. Without Fanaticism, that's 54th of Phase Blade, so that's why I'm using Nas Coil. It's kind of a shorthand I'm actually using at the moment. If you had attack speed corrupted Drax, though, just throw on a Snow Clash for more damage. So we're definitely not at the very highest damage, but it's pretty close. Really insane stuff, though. It's going to blow up everything, so you don't got to worry about that. You're going to want to max out most of your Holy Freeze synergies, but you're going to want to do that last. It's very important you get that Joust cooldown as low as possible, otherwise Sacrifice is pretty clunky. You're going to want to level 30 Sacrifice to maximize the radius now. That is a different mechanic, which actually changes which... last season I would have said the native and the item version were pretty close in power. Maybe the native version won out a little bit, which isn't the one I showed, but it's the one I'm showing now, so it should give you a bit of a better idea. But anyway, Holy Shield, charge to move around. And then you literally dump max synergy blessed aim, max synergy salvation, and then whatever points you have left over can go in here. It's pretty important you have the plus skills for Holy Freeze itself down here. So you do have to actually put hard points into sacrifice in order to achieve that. You could get P combs that can help with that, but then you'll lose damage. So it's an interesting balancing act. The Mercenary, though, is just an infinity mercenary with some help from the taunt on striking and just the fact that he's really tanky in general. Just want him to be tanky, have high sustain, and also help out with damage a little bit, but you want to lower that enemy cold res by -34. You could go Defiance for more survivability. I went Blessed Aim because it's a little bit of Deadly Strike, but also gives us some AR. So either way, it kind of works, no problem. And myself, Azarath, the Sanctuary Aura is actually really good because that reduces magic res, and Sacrifice, if you guys don't know, is partially magic damage from the corpse explosion. So I don't know if it says it on this tooltip or this one. Yeah, half physical and half magic. So not only are you getting Sanctuary Aura as well, which is helping the explosion damage, but it's also plus skills. It's also all this cold damage you can get too, plus the facets you can put in. It's kind of nuts. And then Alma Negra lowering that Joust cooldown. Like I said though, if you want some more plus skills, you could also use Sky Warden. Sky Warden is really good on a lot of different builds. A lot of native aura builds that are charge or sacrifice. I've found out to be very, very good there. So it's very effective stuff in general. And then of course we have High Lords and Nightwings, and Merman's Sprocket helps us charge a bit faster around. We do need that attack speed, so High Lords, Nas Coil, kind of just improvising a bit here without corruptions. And Wisp Projector helps a little bit with the plus skill and a bit of the AR. And, you know, CTA Lilith on swap, offensive GCs, life res, and skills. Skills are very effective though on native, so keep that in mind. Do want as many as possible and as much cold pierce as possible. We are using Holy Freeze on ourselves, that's what we call native. And that's what we're going to do. But anyway, let's show him off and let's see how powerful he is, right chat? Right everyone on YouTube? That's right. As you can see though, oops, where's my charge ability? Ah, there you go. So you can see though, it's pretty nuts. Absolutely just flattening whole hordes of cows. And the Minions of Destruction, which can now spawn as a guest monster, so that's always fun stuff. Yeah, the more density, the better on this thing. Oh yeah, I forgot I can be frozen again, because... Ah yeah, I took off the Snow Clash for the double half restoration. Oh, we can fix that for the next demo, whatever. Well yeah, that's not ideal. Lower attack speed, as you can see, is significantly lowering our DPS. Very bad. Minions of Destruction or Scurry. Yeah, it's kind of nuts how powerful it is though, and with the cooldown the way it is, you just keep chaining and chaining and chaining, and you use Joust every time it's off cooldown. And Yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's honestly bonkers just how fast you delete cow packs. Insane. Anyway, we'll sacrifice a little bit of damage for this as well. We'll move on to the next map though. Alright. Yeah, you're gonna lose some synergies, so you might lose some damage for sure. But with corruptions, you could get pretty close to max synergies too. So yeah, this build's wild. He's a strong one. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this mini guide and demo. Remember to check us out. New tier list launching pretty soon here. Yeah, look how strong his sacrifice is though. Level 3 sacrifice, OP. 13th and 14th will be launching that though, and of course the new season's on the 16th. It could already be even more devastating elsewhere. Damage is kind of nuts. The new canyon, of course, decrep and not hurting us quite as much. GG, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one from the Mad Lad and the Mad Lab. Let's get it. Let's smash it in Season 11 Prosperity. Let's go.